أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to Practical Tajweed for each letter. In our previous episode, we looked at letter Dhal. After Dhal, Dhal, now we will look at letter Ra. So letter Ra, if we pronounce it with sukun, we will say Ar, 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 Ar-Rahman, 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 Ar, 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 Ar. So the letter Ra is also a tongue letter. It is not coming from anywhere else. It is a tongue letter. Now it comes from the front of the tongue. Front of the tongue. But with letter Ra, what we do, we roll up the tongue. Ar, 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 Ar. When you roll it up, yes, the top touches the upper palate. Ar, 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 Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman. So the front of the tongue, not the tip, but the front of the tongue, we roll it up and we touch the upper palate. Ar, 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 Ar-Rahman. So this is where letter Ra is coming from, the Makhraj of letter Ra. Now let us look at the sound. What do we do with the sound? We mentioned before that either we flow the sound, or we trap the sound, or we bounce the sound. So we said trapping is at, bouncing is aj, ad, ab. Flowing the sound, we said ah, ath, az. Now the question is with letter Ra, is it a flowing sound? Is it a trapping sound? Is it a bouncing sound? Now unfortunately it is none of them. It is not a complete flow, ar. It is not a trapping sound, ar. And it is not a bouncing sound. So therefore the fourth option about the sound is that it is a halfway sound, meaning we flow it halfway and then we trap it halfway. It is called the letter of at-tawassut or al-bayniyya, in between, bayna bayn, in between trapping and between flowing. So it is you can say it is a halfway flowing letter, that we flow the sound halfway. That's why I say ar. It's not like ah, az. It is halfway, ar. So we found another option now. So there are four options with the letters, with the sound. Either we flow it, or we trap it, or we bounce it, or we flow it halfway. Letter Ra, and all those options are fixed, and you can memorize as you progress with learning Tajweed. You can memorize each letter for each of those categories. So with the letter Ra, it is halfway. If we move on to the air, what do you do with the air? Ar. So we trap the air. So for letter Ra, we trap the air. If we move on to full mouth and empty mouth, whether letter Ra is a full mouth or empty mouth, again, it contains both, meaning it is a full mouth letter and it is also an empty mouth letter. So when I say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Ar-Rahman, it is a full mouth letter. When I say Min Sharril, it is not min sharril, not full mouth sharril, it is empty mouth sharril. So in a simple way to understand in terms of full mouth and empty mouth in relation to letter Ra, anything on top of letter Ra, fatha, dhamma, kasra with whatever preceded by, it will have the full mouth sound. Anything at the bottom of Ra, kasra, min sharri, it will have the empty mouth sound. So this is where Tafkhim and Tarqiq comes in, full mouth and empty mouth. So letter Ra has both qualities. We just need to be careful and know which one. Is it at the top or is it at the bottom? One of the common mistakes of letter Ra, of course, mixing up with the full mouth and empty mouth, and especially if it is Ra is very thin. If it is in between a word, if you're not careful, you can't really give a full mouth sound. So we just need to sort of pay attention everywhere letter Ra coming with anything on top of Ra, we apply the full mouth quality. One of the common mistakes is that letter Ra has a negative quality. It's called a takrir, a repetition or rebounding. So people have the tendency when pronouncing letter Ra with sukun, they will say ar. So ar, that is the repetition. If it is a negative quality, we need to avoid that. So be careful. We don't say ar, we say ar. So inshallah, Ra, Ri, Ru. I hope this is clear. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون